So who are you, and what dog is yours?
My name's Alexis, my dog's Halo.
So what made you think about getting a service dog?
My mom thought of it first. I thought it was a good idea. I've done a lot of therapy already, and it just felt like I was ready for a dog because I read a lot about what they can do.
So you've worked here once, went home without the dog,
That's right.
came back,
Yep.
now you got the dog.
hmm
Have you noticed any difference?
Oh yeah, he's got way more confidence. His tail is always in happy position. He knows a lot more.
How about you?
Oh, there's a big difference for me. I feel like I can do more. I push myself more when the dog's there.
So how do you think it's going to help you? It's going to help you get out more? Or?
Yeah, that's the main idea. I have trouble going in public by myself. I feel really uncomfortable, and Halo is good because he can create space around me just using his body, and that really helps me a lot, just having that space. And if I have a panic attack like what happened today, and he could just comfort me until I feel better.
Oh yeah. So how do you find training like that? Is that tiring, or how did that go, training a day like that?
It's exhausting, both mentally and physically. It's really, really exhausting.
So let's say somebody was interested in getting a service dog. What kind of advice would you give them that you think they might not know that you know now?
Be prepared to do a lot of walking. A lot of walking. And a lot of it in public spaces. Be prepared for people to come up and ask you questions, both good questions and stupid questions. Be prepared for people to be nosy and ask you, why are you getting a service dog? What does the dog do? And they often don't get a hint when you're trying to be polite and say, it's a medical device. That's just your response.
What do you think the toughest part of it is so far?
Dealing with the public, for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what are you hoping to do in the future with this dog? What's it going to help you do?
Well, I hope that I will be able to have a social life at some point, be able to meet my friends for meals, go places, maybe get my driver's license for the first time, just have some kind of a life of my own, move out on my own even.
Well, you got to remember, it's been pretty tough because you're out of your element, you're out of your province, you're here, you're in a strange environment, strange people, and then you still got to do all this stuff.
Yeah, it's really challenging, but it's worth it. It's
Did
worth
you hear
it.
Forrest?
Yeah, I heard that. He's adding some input there. He says, yeah. No, it's challenging, but it's really worth it in the end because you create that bond with the dog, and the only way to do that is by working with them, and the only way to get better is to hear the advice of the trainers who know what they're doing.
I guess it was hard waiting.
Yes, that was extremely difficult. The waiting was very hard.
So the waiting for the dog was difficult. I know that.
Very hard.
Because I received emails or conversation from X over there, your mother.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's that? Well, the dog's
Send us
training.
pictures. Send us pictures.
Send
Yeah.
us pictures. What is he doing?
We were very
he's
impatient.
4 months old. He just figured out he has a bum. Now he's looking at it.
Now he's chasing his tail. Yeah, no, it was really hard because we hadn't met any of you. We didn't know what kind of environment he was in.
Yeah.
So that was hard, and I also was really worried about him because I already cared about him. I knew I had named him, and I was looking forward to meeting him so much. So I was worried, like, what if he's in a horrible place and they are mean to him?
Staying at the trainer's house.
Mm-hmm.
How fun or how entertaining was that?
It was amazing.
It's tough though, eh?
No, I don't find it tough. I found it really, actually, I felt safe there because of the police dogs.
So the reason why we have people stay with us is that they see what it's like to be around a dog all the time. They see where the dog's raised. And then if you were at a hotel and you came back, it just wouldn't be the same.
No, it would be
You'd
harder
lose
to get
interest.
that bond with the dog, and you wouldn't be able to see all the other dogs and how the trainer interacts with all the other dogs exactly the same way as they interact with yours. Actually slightly different because you stop petting the dog when it's approximately time for us to come and bond. So that
That was tough.
Yeah.
Do you think you've ever eaten the same egg and the same chicken that came from that egg?
No, because if I ate the egg, there was no chicken that came from that egg. If you're
No,
asking if
the
I ate the
chicken laid
chicken
an
and the,
egg and then you ate that egg
I don't
and then
think
you ate
so.
that chicken.
The egg industry is too big in Ontario for that to be a likely possibility.
You check into that. I think you might have. So what other kind of treatments have you tried besides the service dog?
I tried crisis therapy, talk therapy, DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy. The DBT was 2 years long. The CBT I did for about a year. Crisis therapy was 8 months. So I did a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, but I think if I hadn't done as much, I wouldn't be ready for the dog and the situations that being out with a service dog can create. So,
What's the first thing you'll do with your service dog when you get home?
well, it'll be supper time when we're on the plane, so probably feed him.
Anything else exciting?
Yeah, we're gonna introduce him to Ragnar, his new dog brother, the next day. But we're gonna take him and put him in the backyard and see how he likes his new home. And I'm gonna show him his new bed, and we have some toys for him.
Anywhere you want to go? Like, because I know like some of our people like Sam. Sam wanted to go riding, I believe.
Oh yeah, I do therapy riding once a week on Thursdays, so I can't wait to take him there. And
Horses, correct?
yes, horses. Yes.
You never know. Some people
Yeah.
do motorcycles, some people do bicycles.
Yeah, no, it's horses at Windreach Farm, which was started by a Paralympian, and I ride his. He's passed now, but I ride his horse, and I can't wait to just go to like a mall or a library and just do normal things again.
Anything else you want to add?
Just that I had to do a lot to be prepared to even start the process to get the dog. It was a lot, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to have the dog. I've got to be able to feed him properly. There's a million things to remember in terms of what commands to give, when to give those commands, what is the dog doing to alert to me specifically, what does that alert look like. So I've got to be able to recognize that, and remembering all the little things that, like how you handle the public, and yeah, it's a lot. And then you put that on top of the condition that the dog's there to help with, and it just becomes, it's so much work.
And you're going to go for additional support too in Ottawa with some of our other folks out there, right?
Yes, about once a month or every 5 weeks, we're going to drive from Toronto to Ottawa and
Make a day of it.
yeah, do some extra
Yeah.
training while we're there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to keep fresh on all the methods, and also to get the perspective of another trainer, because every trainer has something new to add.
Well, you know what they say about trainers, right? You get 3 together, the only thing that's going to happen is 2 are going to agree one's an idiot. Everybody's got a different style.
But that's good though, because since they all have different styles, maybe one will pick up on something that
Yeah.
I'm doing incorrectly that the others haven't noticed yet, and it'll help me to improve my skill with the dog.
Okay, perfect.